Welcome to Unbiased and on the Fence. I'm Shane. Thanks for joining. I just wanted to get on here and encourage you guys, tell you how much I love you and how much I'm just so thankful to have you all connected in this grid during this really amazing time in human history. And I believe we're over the hump of what we will look back on, and from the future we will look back at this time and see that we were actually full steam ahead. And that's what's been coming through for me about this push, this acceleration. And it's really all about being the captain of our ship, taking back our sovereignty, and on an individual scale as well as, on a whole. And really just taking that inner voice and that desire in your heart and just going with it wherever you're driven. Right now, there's a lot of drive right now. Let's say a lot of it can, I guess, manifest in different ways for people as anxiety, as excitement, as it's just really intense. And I think it's a pushing force right now because there's so many people that are stepping outside of doing things they thought they'd never do before, taking chances, and they've just had enough, and it's all coming out. So I know I have a broad audience, and many people, I talk to people, some people have no idea of all the stuff going on. They don't care, and they're in their bliss. Other people have enough of their own stuff going on, and they're not keeping an eye on. I'm like one of the tornado watcher type people that's like, just, I can't help myself, you know what I mean? I do take a break, but I've also learned to energetically transmute anything that I encounter, and really like allowing that divine feminine to actually feel rather than suppressing those feelings. Because nowadays you have no idea if anything's even real when you see it, But we do it with movies, right? We'll cry at a movie or get angry for a certain character or something. But the main thing is that those whatever the situation is, because there's so much information coming out right now, and it can be shocking for people depending on what you already knew about, or even if you thought you knew a bunch of stuff. And it's just the depth of what we're seeing here is just really mind blowing. And so, what I've been reassured over and over again is when I see something and I'm sort of triggered emotionally, is to understand that we have people there. We have people there, and that's in their sphere of influence. And so then I take that energy of emotion of what I'm feeling to what I'm seeing, and I channel that as encouragement or whatever the person that's in that situation that can help in that location of whatever I'm seeing, because things are happening all over the world, all over, all the time. So it's important that as we see things, we take that, push that positive energy out to those dealing with that situation, and to be assured that we have people everywhere in every situation. I've said it before, sort of like, these sleeper warriors waiting, for whenever they're needed. And they might not even know, but we are in this grand shift right now. And it's like being the captain of the ship, taking back our sovereignty, really going with what's in the heart, and not be driven by fear. At this point, it's like, I think we needed to stay on the love train and help others stay on the love train. Just staying on the love train ourselves is helping everyone tremendously. So I actually like to look at this stuff, and I feel that anxiety that people are feeling, and I experience it as excitement, much like, you've got, okay, so say Christmas or birthday is coming, right? And you've got the anticipation for that big day coming up. But then when you're actually there and people are unwrapping gifts and you have to wait to unwrap yours, and, the level of anxiety is much higher there, right, of excitement, because you're just about ready to open that. So that extreme excitement a lot of people are feeling right now, which can be, felt in so many ways as anxiety. Maybe there's people in positions that need to do something, and they're wrestling with that issue of what to do and if they'll be taken care of, and and I've seen it over and over again where people are presented with a choice and then they think that's good and then it comes around again and they're like, oh man, how many times am I going to have to do this, and it's like another chance to really follow what's in the heart, or another chance to really go within and look at it as an opportunity to trust the universe. The universe has your back, and if a door appears to close, just trust another one's going to open that is going to take you where you want to go, because we have no idea right now. There's so much uncertainty. I wish I could tell everyone, but it's the analogy I was given is like, you can look inside this the engine in a car, right where the fuel is going into the top of the cylinder and the pistons going up and down and all these explosions are happening and the motor's revving because we're accelerating to get on the highway, right? And it's like it would appear to be hell there at the top of the engine. But as soon as you sort of pull back, you pull out of the engine, you say, oh, we're cruising to paradise here, right? So think of things energetically. Things aren't wasted. Energy is being used right now in this grand push to something amazing. And that's not to say that, there's not painful ways that energy is created, but it's all working towards something much grander. And there's so much going on that we have to actually pull back to get a good view of it, because any specific area can be overwhelming, but right now there is just so much going on, and just relax. And the fact that, at this point, you don't have to really be somebody that looks at alternative stuff to see weird lies are happening, right? And things just don't add up. You don't have to be a scientist to see that the smartest people that are supposed to be scientists and doctors and stuff aren't really making a lot of sense right now. So it's all being revealed. And, I think a lot of us can get stuck in the anticipation or feeling, impatient because we feel like everything hinges on everyone else waking up, but it really doesn't. We can start to be there now. And when we are in that higher dimensional mindset and frequency, we actually aid in everyone else staying calm and helping with the transition and all of that during this time, which is amazing. So amazing times, and some of it, most of it, like 95% of what you watch out there, and just sort of the main outlet is just absolutely fabricated at this point. But you don't even need to see that, and that's actually going to be the thing that people are going to wake up and they're going to say, well, why isn't none of this on there? Why? And then, so it's all working together. Everything's this whole house of cards that's crumbling right now, and for a lot of people, you're already in a position where this isn't even really affecting you too much. Other people have to put things on the line. They have to make decisions, and I would just encourage you to, just trust the universe, and trust that things are going to be all right if it looks like you have to go down a different route because of some of some people not wanting you to do what you want to do with your own life, right? So if agreements change, that could be seen as a closed door and an opportunity. And get excited about it and know that something's coming. I guarantee you something's coming that's better, a better fit, and just keep your eyes open for it. Just make that decision. And then there's other people that, feel like they have to make a decision right away, or there's some kind of deadline approaching. I would tell you, if you feel like you don't know what you want to do, just wait it out. I've seen instances where people didn't wait and things ended up working out anyway. So just trust, wait, don't panic, don't make any choices out of or decisions out of fear. Would be my number one thing, because the higher mind, the mind that's not in fear, is the one that's going to make the better choices. So just take time, wait if you have to, or you can just be unbiased and on the fence like me and just not even play the game as much as you can anyway. So I just wanted to do a really quick video here and let you guys know that things are happening, and although you might not see it, we're moving faster and faster in a positive direction. And I know for a fact that we're going to see, I can already see the new medical field and the new media appearing, and all of the new structures are already beginning to form as the old begins to fall away, as the truth is revealed about them. So take heart, you guys. Right now I'm feeling like it's sort of this, almost like, you know, when there's a battle and there's that turn in it, and you know, everybody's sort of like roaring this like victory roar, and the masses are roaring and moving on to victory. I'm feeling, that's what I'm feeling right now, and it's happening. I feel it happening. I know that you guys can tap into that too, and yeah, feel free to reach out and email if you have any questions. I did have an issue on the website where I had spam fill up my email. So if you've tried to reach out before in the past and I haven't hit you back, complete accident. If in fact, if it's been more than I would say, well, maybe a week at this point, go ahead and hit me back again. It's probably that I haven't got around to it, or I could have missed it if it's been over a week. So definitely keep your head up, you guys. Lots of love, light, and unity, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.